My name is Roger Johnson. I like taking pictures and I love to travel. Whether it's working as a professional tour guide, a flight attendant, or on my own for fun. Across America or around the world, this is my show. Hey there, and welcome once again to another exciting Welcome to America Adventure update. I keep on saying the word exciting. This one is actually that other thing. Educational.
Educational, right. It can be both.
I am joined by my lovely friend and temporary co-host, Haley Nelson.
Hi there, how's it going? I want to actually get right into it because you went someplace that I have never been, very close to a place that we went together.
Day 2 of the 50 days trip.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2 of the 50 days trip. I need to articulate if I'm going to host a TV show.
I'm going to ask you again?
Ask me again.
All right. I want to get right into this because you went to a place that I've never been. It's very close to a place that we went together.
On day 2 of the 50 days trip, we went to Plymouth Rock and the Mayflower II.
Whoop, whoop. Plymouth Rock. This big.
It's you know what? I love the whole structure around it and
The jail cell.
Well, there's bars down below, and this last time that I went last fall, November 2013. Mm-hmm. When we were there, it was like rainy and windy and it was absolutely breathtakingly beautiful weather. And I went and I saw the Rock, and the Mayflower II was open. Mm-hmm. Because when we were there, they were like doing reconstruction, and there were sailors up on the rigging.
Yeah.
And
Mayflower II, Electric Boogaloo. Is that right?
Different. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a replica of the original Mayflower, as close as they can figure what the Mayflower looked like.
Did you actually get on it this time?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, so I paid for the ticket, and I went and I did the tour, and you go on board, and you've got the historical reenactors, and they talk like they're from the time, and you can't ask a straight question because they'll answer in that.
In my time, we didn't have cell phones. I don't know what you speak of. That kind of stuff.
That kind of thing. South Park did a really good episode of that. I don't know if that's what you're referring to.
No, I was just making it up. I don't have cable. It's really sad.
And so it's tough to ask questions. It's educational, but at the same time, it's prohibitive.
Okay, so here's the deal. You went to Plimoth Plantation. For me, it would never occur to me to go there because I'd be like, boring town. So what is it like? Is it boring?
It is not. Well, and partly it's I've got an interest in history, so it's not for that reason, but it's run by the same people that run the Mayflower II, mm-hmm. And so you go over there, and it's a recreation of what the Plymouth colony, what the Plymouth village looked like in 1627, so like almost a decade after they'd landed at Plymouth Rock. And you do you
get to see people who were doing things that were being done at that time? What makes it really fun?
It is, again, there's the historic reenactors, and they're out there, and there's cows, and how fun are cows, right?
Right. So, no, does it feel like when you're there, does it feel real actory, or does it really feel like, oh, I'm stepping back in time?
It does feel like you're stepping back in time. Okay. And there's two parts to the Plymouth Plantation. There's the colonial English village, mm-hmm. And then there's the Wampanoag Indian village down the trail. And they've got the traditional structures. I don't remember. They're not teepees. Teepees were Plains Indians. Longhouses, that kind of thing, mm-hmm. Made out of bark and everything. And the difference between the two, for some reason that I'm not sure, in the English village, it's just like on the ship. They stay in character. A little mm-hmm. girl asked the woman that was cooking something in the fireplace, "What did the Pilgrims do for exercise?" And she couldn't answer making a modern context to answer the question. She answered, "I don't know what that means."
Like exercise?
What exercise was, because they wouldn't have exercised back then. They worked for a living. They're doing physical labor, and so that's what you would. And so there was
spending energy.
So at the same time that they're teaching and doing this, it's also like prohibitive against. But in the Indian village, they could do whatever they wanted. They would relate to people on a modern level as well as here's what the native population would have been doing at that time, and here's how it relates to modern history. And the only downside was because it was the fall, there's like 1 million kids getting off of the school buses all at one time with their school groups.
Kids.
And so anytime you travel anywhere in the fall or the spring, that's always a problem wherever you go. And then in the summertime, it's old people getting off of tour buses.
Okay, keep going.
I'm digging a hole here. You know what I never put on my hat?
My kids are sleeping so that we can, do this.
This was my souvenir hat that I bought in the gift shop. Awesome gift shop, by the way. And then they've got the restaurant there where you can have either a modern Thanksgiving dinner with turkey and dressing and the whole thing, or else they had traditional Wampanoag Indian type fare, or they had traditional English colonial type things. I went with a turkey dinner. So.
Well, I gotta think, if you're gonna go to these places, these historical places, there are gonna be a lot of people who really will want to take their kids, right?
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
Take your kids. Don't let me discourage you.
Yeah, and I don't think history's boring at all. But I just kind of wanted to know what it's like and why it's even fun to go there.
And then they did have, and I didn't get a chance to go in there. There was like a craft building where you could go in and work on traditional, like New England, colonial type craft stuff.
Candle dipping and whatnot.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. I
think I didn't go in, but there were activities specifically designed for kids and families to do as well. Awesome. And then there was a nature trail, and you'd like that. So very, very fun. And I'd wanted to go there many, many, many times, and I never got there. And so
I want to go to Plymouth Plantation. So that's on my list because I know that Rob has never been even up that way. He's never seen Plymouth Rock.
New England is fabulous.
So it'd be fun to do. It'd be fun to make like a few day trip with all that stuff at once.
Yeah. Well, just the whole Boston, Cape Cod is awesome. Oh, I forgot. I went out to Cape Cod too. Before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, they went out to it's now Provincetown in Cape Cod, and there's a monument there, and then they've got a Pilgrims monument. You get to go up to the top and you look out over the ocean and stuff. So that's cool. I almost forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
There's lots of stuff to see and do. And if you're there, go into the gift shop and say, hey, I'd like to buy a Welcome to America passport. They'll know what you're talking about.
These are so cool. If you have not seen these really should make you a millionaire because I think I've gotten 10 so far and given them to people. But it's just the neatest thing ever because you have all 50 states and you have all these really neatly designed stamps in here, so you can check off the states you've been to. You can make little notes. You can color in the map that you've gone to. So it makes it like a really fun adventure for kids, for a family.
How many states have you been to?
I've been to them all.
I knew the answer to that already.
But how long did it take you?
All right. Check out the movie website, 50states50days.us, welcometoamerica.us/passport if you want to buy a passport, otherwise just the first part. You want to look at the website. Your website?
untamedScience.com, and you can also find us on YouTube with The Curious Parent.
That's all about science and parenting and all kinds of cool stuff. Very well done. As everything you guys do. But, so that's it from this month's, we're just, I don't know. We used to do month by month.
That's it.
So that's why I keep saying
it's
for this particular adventure update. That's it for now from Untamed Science's World Headquarters
Tang.
in North Carolina. Tang. Did you say Tang or Tang?
Tang. Where are we going next?
The fruited plains and the purple mountains and the Pacific Ocean and Hawaii.
Aloha! We're in Hawaii!
I am Roger Johnson. I am the world's first self-proclaimed welcome sign photography expert. Right there, you're perfect. Don't move. The only rule that we had.
None Haley Chamberlain. I'm not a self-proclaimed anything. How did we not get gas this morning?
She was a whole lot of fun, and that's why I invited her along on my trip.
When was the last time you got the oil changed?
So, but if that goes, then we're kind of stranded.
We don't have any peanut butter. We're gonna be out of jelly soon.
That was a cool aspect to it, to experience it in a different way than what I might have experienced it by myself.
That was your gift to me on this trip, was the amount of information that you shared with me about history.
Very few of the places we went to were things that I hadn't seen before, or whether it was places that I'd been to before and wanted to go again.
There were lots of places, especially historical ones, that I'd never visited. We had a pretty good time learning, and then just getting to be goofy and have fun.
There's that cool aspect to it, of this adventure of, you know something's there, but you don't know what it is or where it's going to go or how it's going to end. And
You are insane! How did you do this?
A lot of people ask us what Untamed Science is.
That's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be great.
It's,
This is Untamed Science.
I love the deep sea.
We're going to try to answer the question, when is acceleration the greatest in skydiving?
But we're not just a bunch of adventurers, we're also scientists and filmmakers.
So we pick a topic, and then we show the practical application of that out in the wild.
Wall clouds forming. We're gonna get a tornado.
Get out of here! Get out! Get out! No! Get out of here!
It looks steep.
This is no ordinary afternoon ride.
I'm already starting to lose track of how many days we've been riding.
So if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel.
We're heading to Africa.